Let's look into Giga Berlin in Germany. Many Model Y performance and Model Y long range. Again, most people are receiving currently a Model Y performance for the Model Y long range. There are not many wins out there yet. So let's see how this is going to work out. Again, many people can pick up their car at Giga Berlin. So that is going to be very interesting to watch in the next 3 weeks. Now, first, we're going to look into Norway. We have another 26 days to go. Today, it's even 24 days. The market share of German cars being delivered to Norway is 84%. Again, it's going to be a record quarter, that is for sure. I do expect the market share of German cars to drop a bit once the China-made cars will arrive in Norway. But what it shows is many people are buying, for example, a Model Y Performance from Germany. Now, when it comes to the new cars being registered in Norway, we can see that the mainly EVs are having a market share here of 80%. That is almost a new record. The trend is your friend, as we say in Germany, and we clearly see where we were 3 years ago, where the market share was 30%. And at that time, that was very high. Now it is 80%. So the question is, are we seeing here the future of EVs, how a market will look like? Again, just keep in mind that those cars are the new cars being registered. The entire fleet in Norway is, of course, not 80% EVs, but this is going to be the next step to change that. Now, looking into Germany here one more time, I can tell you many people are receiving the emails to pick up the car directly at the factory. This is going to happen in this quarter. Many people are also getting a voucher over a wall box of 400 euros. Now, looking into Germany, what's interesting is if we look into this year, and that was not even a full year that Tesla has been delivering cars in Germany, we are also seeing that it's not far away from Toyota and that it's not far away from Renault and that it has been already many times overtaken Porsche. Again, this is of course a premium car. But again, we clearly see the trend here, 58% growth rate, despite not even producing any cars in January, February, March, and April for the German market. So I do expect this number to increase at a rapid rate. If it works very well next year, we can even see Tesla competing maybe with Audi or Mercedes, but this might be a catch in 2023. I do expect that rather to happen in 2024. Now, when it comes to the capacity in different factories, we are currently at 3,000 cars per week in Berlin. I do expect the capacity, so the run rate of 250K per year, to catch that in Q2 or Q1, end of Q1, if we take the weekly production rate and calculate that upon the total capacity. Now, it's going to be interesting if they can make more cars than 250,000 with one production line. It might be then that Tesla might be adding a new production line. Now, when it comes to Reuters has not done a good job when it comes to Tesla. Again, they were reporting about false claims that actually Tesla is going to reduce the production in China, but it looks like this is not the case, as Tesla China has been telling everybody it is false. And now there's a lot of discussion on Twitter, people saying, well, maybe Tesla is going to announce that later on and not right now. But again, I do believe it makes no sense at all to reduce the production. Many people out there in all over different markets are waiting for Tesla. So why should they reduce this production? The only reason I would assume would be that they are doing some repairs, but even that is not the case. Now, looking into the Tesla SEMA, a few more informations here. I was very bullish on the Tesla SEMA, and I'm still am, but there's one little hint that I want to give you. There are certain rules in North America when it comes to the load that you can have and the maximum load allowed. And this is not matching the numbers that we have, for example, in Germany. So as I mentioned this in Germany and the astonishing numbers, I was corrected. So keep in mind that certain markets have certain rules when it comes to the max load allowed. I do assume that Tesla is working on that for the future, that at some point, of course, this semi will be able to be driving in Germany as well. Just keep that in mind, that there are different regulators and different rules in different countries. Now looking to BYD, we have BYD actually being as well in a record month here, as Tesla achieved 100,000 sales. This is for BYD in China. Again, they're hybrid cars as well. If we take the pure electric cars, they are as well over 100,000 cars. Again, this BYD company is very, very well established, and they are expanding to a lot of Asian countries. They are moving as well to India and other countries. So they are really going full speed ahead. Now, if we look into the total numbers until October, and they are not getting better for the competition out there, the Volkswagen Group is just with 366,000 cars. I mean, that is not growth, what I'm talking about here. And that is definitely not the second place in the world. This is something that you have to keep in mind as well, because that was their ambition. Actually, second position and then catching Tesla. But we are not seeing that at all. Now, when it comes to the last news, and we are talking about a cleaner production of batteries, it is very important to understand that it's very important to use less water-intensive production techniques. So Tesla is trying to work on that when it comes to refinery of lithium. This is something that many people criticize about EVs. But again, these people, the same people that criticize the supply chain and the production of batteries, are also ignoring what a gasoline car, an ICE car, is actually doing in the entire process to be ready for the customer. I mean, these are the same people. So it's kind of a moral discussion, ignoring one thing, but looking at a different industry very detailed. I do expect that the EV business, as many people watch these kind of supply chains so detailed, are going to try to fix as much as possible to make it as sustainable and with renewable energy as possible. And I think we are in a good way, not ignoring the supply chain, but working on making it even more sustainable. So thank you very much for being here today. I really appreciate your time. I think we have some exciting times ahead of us. And if you're new to my channel, do consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that. And I do wish you a wonderful day and hope to see you back here tomorrow.